Good morning, investors and traders. This is Naeem Aslam, Chief Market Analyst at AvaTrade, and welcome to our daily update on YouTube channel. As always, it is important for me to go through this disclaimer and responding. So anything which will be discussed in this video cannot be perceived as an advice. If you are seeking for one, please do consider consulting with your own advisors. Now, let's begin by speaking about the European futures. Of course, we are looking at European futures trading to the upside, but earlier today, what we've experienced with respect to the US markets was that everything was pretty much trading to the downside. And that was dominantly led by the US futures, because remember, the US markets closed in negative territory. So they broke their 4 consecutive, or let's say 5 consecutive days of gains. So a retracement was very much due. But the question for investors and traders is why there is a retracement. What has brought this retracement for this particular market? The answer is very simple. First of all, we have the deadlock in for a second stimulus aid package. It seems like the lawmakers are playing more politics rather than actually doing their job and getting the stimulus package, because right now Nancy Pelosi has asked the White House and Republicans to revise their offer and then come back with a bigger and a better offer. And we know that how long this has been dragging. So obviously investors are a bit concerned about that. And then they do know that this particular week, we are not going to see any stimulus package pretty much. It is a done deal. Secondly, investors are also very cautious for the fact that Johnson & Johnson and another pharmaceutical company, which was really conducting a trial for a potential coronavirus vaccine, they have halted both of them have halted their trials. Now, of course, this raises the question whether there's going to be a long delay or whether they'll be reversing it, whether it'll be starting from a square one. So all of these concerns are very much impacting the travel stocks. And I'm speaking of Ryanair, Wizz Air or EasyJet, Boeing, Rolls-Royce. It's pretty much the entire travel and tourism sector is under major influence today because of that news with respect to the coronavirus vaccine. And lastly, Apple announced a series of new phones. So now the company is also going to target the lower end. It was already targeting the higher end and middle end anyway. But the most important thing is that Apple has changed its strategy altogether. Yes, the iPhone, the most expensive one, like the iPhone Pro and the iPhone Max, they are still very much the same price. But the thing is that they don't come with the chargers. And that is where the company is really going to expand on its revenue. That is where it's going to see most of the revenue. So as we discussed yesterday, the stock was expected to drop, and then it did actually drop as we were predicted. Now, from here, as I said earlier, any retracement in Apple remains an opportunity, and I'm still holding that view. That's all for today, and I'll see you guys next time.